Good morning everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers Adda 24/7. My name is Amanjyot and I am here with all of you to discuss very important question which you keep asking, like which elective paper you should select in the CAIIB. So this is what we are going to discuss today. So before starting the session, those candidates who are live in the session, do one thing, do share this session on your multiple Telegram channels or WhatsApp group wherever your friends and colleagues are linked with you. Apart from that, if you have any doubt regarding the CAIIB preparation, you can ask in the chat section. I will be checking your comments and answering that also. And as we know that the pattern of the CAIIB is going to be changed, and it is already changed from the May-June 2023 attempt. There will be a 4 compulsory paper and 1 elective paper, and in elective paper you have 5 options. You have 5 subjects out of which you have to select one particular subject, and what that subject should be. That is what we are going to discuss. How to decide what elective paper will be good for you. This is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so a very good morning to all of you. First of all, if you have not downloaded the Adda 24/7 application yet, then do download the application. And if you have not subscribed the channel Officers Adda 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you, right? Because this is the channel where you will find all the conceptual classes, all the practice classes. Apart from that, you will be finding here the strategy classes also, like what strategy you should use while preparing for the exam, etc. Everything will be available on the Officers Adda 24/7, both in bilingual and English medium. So this is the offer right now going on. This offer is going on from so long. So today is the last day of this offer. Today at 12 p.m. this is the last day of this particular offer. So what is this offer? You are getting 81% off on all the products of the JAIIB and CAIIB. Apart from that, on Mahapacks which are available, whether it is a JAIIB Mahapack or CAIIB Mahapack, right now on that particular Mahapack, double validity plus 81% off is going on. By using the code Y496, you will get this benefit, and all the products which will be available on Adda 24/7 from now onwards, that will be based on the new syllabus. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it, like it will cover the old syllabus or new syllabus. So about this offer, I will be letting you know in the end of the session. Good morning, Krishna. So let's start today's session, in which we are going to discuss like what elective paper should be you should select, and on basis of what you should select your elective paper. Okay, so if I talk about the elective paper, so they have given you the 5 options. First of all, the pattern has been changed. If you have not seen the pattern of the new May-June 2023 syllabus or passing criteria, if you have not seen all these things, then do make sure you watch the earlier videos, so that you will be knowing that what actually you have to face in the exam when you are going for the May-June 2023 attempt. Because whenever you are start preparing for any particular exam, the first important thing is know your exam, what the exam is asking for, what pattern is there, what criteria is there, everything you should know about it. And the second step of yours should be know your syllabus. That is very important. Okay, Krishna, I will be checking your comments. Just give me a second. So what I have said to you, 4 compulsory papers are there and 1 elective paper you have to select. Now this is the new pattern. Earlier you just have to give the 2 compulsory paper and 1 elective paper. 3 paper used to be there. Now the 4 compulsory and 1 elective paper will be there. So this is what you have to cover. Now these are the 5 options for your elective paper. You can see rural banking, human resource management, information technology and digital banking, risk management, and central banking. Now which particular subjects you should choose? If I talk about how to select the particular subject in the elective paper, there are 3 things which you have to understand. First, which particular subject you have an interest in. Like for example, you have an interest to have a knowledge about human resource management, like how HR is working, how they help the employees in the skill development and knowledge updation. So you can go with the HR. If you want to know about the rural banking, like how rural banking has been evolved since the before independence, after independence, how rural banking has been evolved. If you want to know about more in the rural banking, you can go for the rural banking. If you want to know what actually the RBI is doing, what actually the functions of Reserve Bank of India, then you can go with the central banking. So first of all, it depends on your interest that what kind of a skill you want to update in yourself. Okay, what skill you want to update, like what knowledge you want to gain for yourself, है ना? So that is the first thing which you have to make for sure that according to that you select the subject. Second, you have to select the subjects as per the career option. So what are the career opportunities are there, or I can say what opportunities you will get in the future if you select that particular subject. So on the basis of the opportunities, we have to select the subject. Okay, on the basis of the opportunity, you can select the subject. Like if I go with the, if I am working in RRB, so I know if I took a rural banking subject, I will be very what we can say, I will be very it will be very easy for me to perform in the bank. It will be very easy for me to understand the working of the bank. It will be very easy for me to understand the rural population, to understand how they think, what we have to do to enhance the rural banking, to make financial, to do the financial inclusion in the certain rural areas, etc. So that is second, what opportunities you will get after selecting that particular subject. Like if you want to go with the HR, then you have to select the HRM subject. If you want to go in RBI or Reserve Bank of India, or you are working in RBI, then the central banking subject will be good for you. So according to the opportunity, what opportunity you are getting out of that subject, that is what you have to select here. Okay, and the next thing is important, that you have to make sure, like whatever interest of yours, opportunity you have selected, then the important thing is that which subject you can score more. Okay, why I'm saying score more, it's not like you have a cutoff or something else like that, but the thing is, or you can say you understand more, which subjects you can understand more. If I talk about the risk management, in risk management you will see there is a certain numericals also. So if you are the one of the guys who don't understand the numericals, or you are more comfortable with the theory subjects, then you have to choose according to that. So you have to decide that, like, what kind of pattern of paper you are comfortable with. If you are comfortable with the numericals, you can go with the risk management, or if you are not, you can go with the HRM also, you can go with the central banking also. So these are the three things which you should have in your mind while you are selecting the elective paper. Now, what are the benefit of these subjects? That understand that. First of all, the rural banking is there. Achha, before that, I will take your query. 8-month pack which I have purchased. Actually, elective paper will be in the what particular product you have purchased, let me know. Have you purchased the CAIIB batch which is going to start from the 9th of December, or you have purchased the CAIIB ka Mahapack, or you have purchased the Mahapack of JAIIB and CAIIB? What actual product you have purchased, let me know. Okay, so if I talk about the rural banking, so rural banking is useful for those candidates, as I have told you. If you are working in RRBs, rural banking is really going to help you guys, because that will let you know how the RRBs are working, what is rural banking actually, and how you can perform better in the rural banking. Because the paper is not like you have to qualify just for the increment and all. No, it will give you the skill upgradation also. It will help you to enhance your knowledge also. So in that particular sense, you will find here that rural banking will be helpful for you to perform your transactions, to perform not the transaction, to perform your operations with very clarity in the bank. So that is the rural banking. So if you are looking for your career in the rural banking, you are working in RRB and you are defining that you are continuing in the RRB, then the rural banking will be better for you, because you are already working in the same field, so you have a certain knowledge about the field. And apart from that, those knowledge we don't have, that will be available when you study the rural banking. So it will be more effective for you. Okay, now second, human resource management. So those candidates who think about it going to the HRM, they can opt the HRM subjects. So if you have purchased the 9 December CAIIB, that will covering only your 4 compulsory subject. It will not cover your elective paper. Okay, it is defined on the thumbnail also, in the picture also, that there are 4 subjects available. For the elective paper, you have to enroll separately. Okay, but if you have a Mahapack, that will be included. Good morning, Jyoti. Good morning, Pankaj. How are you all? So HRM will be, why HRM will be a good option? Because it overlaps. It overlaps with your ABM subjects. When you have to cover your compulsory subject, there are 4 compulsory subjects. 2 compulsory subjects are old as used to be, like ABM and BFM. So if you take the HRM, that HRM will be helpful in your compulsory subject also. So you will have a certain overview of HRM in the ABM, and you will study here in the depth. So when you are studying HRM in the depth, it will going to help you in the BFM, that module will be best for you. Okay, so that is how you can decide HRM, because this is the subject that overlaps. Overlaps means, it means you have to cover that in compulsory paper as well as in elective paper, both will be there. Now, if I talk about IT and digital banking, this will be the good subject only for those candidates who have studied the IT in the graduation in PG, or they are working in the same field, or they have a knowledge about it. Otherwise, I would suggest you don't go with this particular subject, because there will be the terminologies which you have to remember, which you have to understand, that is related to the technology. Okay, digital banking is easy to understand, but what software it is working, etc. To know all these things, you required what? You required a proper knowledge of the IT. So if you don't have that, don't go with it. Now, risk management is good. In the risk management, you will find there are certain questions which will be in the numerical form. So risk management, kind of the basic introduction you have already covered in the JAIIB. Like when you studied PPB, Principles and Practices of Banking, you studied what kind of risk can expose to the bank. Like what is credit risk, what is operational risk, what is business risk, legal risk, market risk, interest rate risk, liquidity risk, all the types of risk you have covered there. Then you have covered what are the risk management techniques banks are using. Like Basel is there, LCR is there, net stable funding ratio is there. So these are the risk management techniques which you have covered, but you have covered only theoretical part and only the overview of the risk management. Okay, like what kind of risk are there, how they expose to the bank, how you can overcome this risk, etc., etc. But now this is the proper subject for you, but again it is also a overlap. Why it is a overlap? Because it will be in BFM in compulsory paper and elective paper. So if you read risk management, your BFM 1 module will be very better, will be very confirmed covered from the side of you, because that will cover the overview. Your overview have already done in the JAIIB, then you will study in the BFM, then you will study as the elective paper, so everything will be covered. So you will be a very confident about the risk management. Okay, now the central banking, I can say, is the easiest subjects out of these four. Why I'm saying easiest subjects? Because it's just talking about the central banking function. Like we know central bank is Reserve Bank of India. What functions RBI performing, that is just you have to understand. This will be helpful for you when you are working in the RBI or you are planning to go to the RBI, because this is how you will be knowing what actually the RBI is, what actually the RBI is working. So you will be understanding the functions of RBI before going to the RBI. So that's why the central banking will be there. It's a total theoretical subject, and I think it's easy to cover. Okay, so this is how you can decide what particular subject you can take. Yeah, you can take Vijay. Yes, you can go with the IT and DB. Okay, so now what are the modules you have to study here? See, there are 13 subjects of the elective paper. They have 4 modules, some have 5 modules. So let's start with the first, risk management. So in the risk management, the overview you have to cover that you already know about it. You know because you have studied that in the JAIIB. Okay, apart from that, credit risk management is there. When we talk about the credit risk management, so what kind of risk is there? Credit risk, what is kind of risk is it? Why it is known as default risk? How to overcome it? What is the management for this? What are the techniques used by bank to overcome it? Everything you have to cover about the risk, credit risk management. Then the operational risk. So you know credit risk is what? Simply when the customer of a bank is not repaying the loan on the time, when the principal and interest is not paid by the customer, when the customer defaults in the payment of the loan, that is credit risk. So you have to cover the management, overall management of credit risk. Then operational risk, you know, which is related to the internal staff of the bank or because of certain cyber issues or certain IT issues. So whatever risk bank faces, that is known as operational risk. Now market risk, you know, when bank invests its money in the market, but on that investment bank has to face loss, that will be known as your what? Market risk. Okay, now so this is what you have to cover, but in detail. So these are the 5 modules in the risk management. If I talk about the information technology and digital banking, introduction to IT, you have to cover like the basic overview. The first module will be about the basic of the topic. What overview is it, Hana? Yes, central banking elective paper will be available in the Mahapack. If you purchase the individual product, then individual product will cover only the compulsory paper, but the elective paper will be covered in the CAIIB ka Mahapack. Yes, if you select the HRM, that will be very helpful in the banking. Okay, Deepak? So next is your system and design, then application in banking, information system, security controls and audit. So you can see IT and DB will be best choice only if you have a certain background, if you know about the terminologies. Otherwise that will be very hard to cover, and you know already you have 4 compulsory paper. So choose wisely. Okay. Now the central banking, you can see first is having a rationale and functions of central bank. Then you have central banking in India, then monetary policy and credit policy, supervision and financial stability, non-banking financial companies and primary dealers. All these are the central banking modules, and that are the basic. You can understand by the name of the module that it is just talking about what is RBI is doing in the country, what the central bank is doing in the country. That's what you have to study. Now HRM, the overview you have to cover, building an HR strategy, motivation, training and skill development. All these things which is required to be in a leader, or all these things which is required in the organization to make their employee, or to give their employee a very friendly environment to work, so that you will be achieving your goals as well as the organization's goals. Now personal management and industrial relations, emerging scenario in HRM, these are the subjects, or not the subjects, these are the modules. Now in rural banking, the overview of rural India. What is rural India? How rural India is evolving since we can say independence. Then financing rural development. So we know the 60% of financing in our country mainly covered by the traditional commercial banking functions. But apart from that, there are certain different source of finances also, like alternate source of finance are also there with us. So what the financing rural development is there, what are the opportunities for the rural development financing. Now the priority sector you have already covered in the JAIIB, right? There was the PSL sector, PSL you have covered in the priority sector lending, you have covered in the JAIIB. So that will be here. Then the government initiatives, what initiatives government has been taken for the rural India. Then what problems and prospects is going on in the rural banking. Like those candidates who are working in the RRB, they know what problem they face in the rural banking. Why the rural India is not properly ready to enroll in the banking sector. Why they are not still a part of the financial inclusion. So all these problems and how to solve this problem, what initiatives has been taken by the government of India to solve these problems, everything will be covered under the rural banking. So these are the modules of your 5 elective paper. And how to choose your elective paper, I have told you that 3 points you have to remember in your mind. Apart from that, then you have to go with the syllabus, and you can decide that which particular subjects you want to go with. Okay. Now what is the offer right now? Offer first of all is going to be there by the 12 p.m. today only. And you can see the CAIIB batches are available here. So you can see there are 4 subjects. ABM will be there, BFM will be there, ABFM will be there, BRBL will be there. So that one is English medium and one is bilingual batch. These are the new target batch based on the new syllabus. Okay, and to enroll, you can use the code Y496. You will get 81% off on this particular product. Okay. Now, if you go with the CAIIB ka Mahapack, like if I personally suggest you, what should you do? In an individual batch, you should go with the bilingual, with the Mahapack, you should go. So, if we talk about Mahapack, what facilities will Mahapack be covering? Let's understand. First of all, it will give you all the live classes which are related to the concepts. So, conceptual classes will be there. The classes for revision will be there. The classes for MCQs will be there. The classes for case study will be there. So you can see whatever is required, because in the CAIIB, IIB has said that maybe there are some numerical questions which you do not have to tick, like they will not be in the form of MCQ pattern. You have to type the answer of the numerical. So what is it? Simply the case study is required to be practiced. Okay. Apart from that, you will be getting here the e-books. Online books, you will be able to read or revise your concepts. Okay. After that, you will be getting the test series, or it will include your elective paper also. So because the pattern is changing, so we have to be very sure how we are preparing our subjects, how we are preparing our CAIIB exam. Okay, so that's why it is better for you to go with the CAIIB ka Mahapack, because 6 + 6 month validity will be available here. 1 year validity will be there, because right now double validity is going on. 81% off is already going on. So by paying a very less amount of money, you will be getting the benefit of this particular product. Okay, so now what code you have to use? You can use the code Y496. And how to enroll in the product? You just have to go to the Adda 24/7 application. If you have not downloaded the application, the link of the application is available in the description. You can download from there, and you have to go to the JAIIB and CAIIB ka section. Here you will find, if you want to go for individual batch, CAIIB 23 is available. You can go from here. If you want Mahapack, click on the JAIIB and CAIIB Mahapack. Then you will find CAIIB Mahapack is available here. 6+6 validity is going on. Offer is till 12 p.m. Do not forget that. It will cover the new syllabi, everything for the Mahapack. These subjects of your compulsory and your elective paper will be there. These are the mentors who are going to take your sessions. Now, how to buy it? Just click on the buy now, and after clicking on the buy now, you have to enter a coupon code here. That is Y496. And click on the apply. You will find 80% discount it's showing. So 1% additional discount will be available if you purchase from Adda 24/7 application. So you can say by paying only 6,500 or 6,400 rupees, you will be getting 1 year validity of the CAIIB Mahapack that will be covering everything which is required to qualify the CAIIB. Okay, so this is very important. You choose very wisely what to do in the particular paper. Yes, Krishna, you can do it. You can do it. You have to mail to the support at the ID. Okay, just mail to the support at the ID. They will upgrade your product. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can enroll. If you want to go with the individual batch also, the same process you have to use. Just click on the continue and you will be capable of buying the product. And this is the particular offer for all of you for today only. You can use this particular code. So if you still have any doubt about the elective paper, you can ask in the comment section. We'll be checking your comment and answering there. Okay. And how to enroll? For enrollment, download the application. You will get 1% discount here. Okay. So let's end the session here. Before ending the session, if you still have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. I have told you earlier also. You can ask in the comment section what particular doubt you are having. Okay. And if you are new to the channel of Officers Adda 24/7, then do not forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Okay, so let's end the session here, signing off. So all the best for starting your preparation for the CAIIB. But before starting, know your exam, know your syllabus, then decide what you have to do and how you have to prepare. Certain 3 or 4 things you have to do to qualify the paper. First, the conceptual understanding. Second, the revision. And third, the proper practice. After doing these 3 things, you will be definitely qualifying the paper in the next attempt. But for that purpose, you have to start early because subjects are vast, syllabus is vast. So you have to start early so that you will be easily qualifying the subjects, because you need 3 months at least to minimum to have a conceptual understanding of your subjects. After that, you will get the time to revise and practice questions, etc. So for that purpose, start early. The batches are starting from 9th of December. Do make sure you enroll as soon as possible so that you will be getting the benefit. Okay. So thank you all for everyone. Thank you everyone for joining the session and have a very good day. Thank you.